Jaya Givaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braj Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Braj Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari bol, 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 Hari bol. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stavidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadandiyam. Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yudapadagamadam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagarajadam Saganaragnadan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saganarada Shivishagan Vidamsa. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagalpade Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shabasude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhescha Kripa Sindhureva cha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swaminidhi Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome back to Bhagavad Gita as it is study class. Second chapter. Contents of the Gita summarized. Which are the verses? Which are the verses? 60 and 61. Right. We'll read 60 first. Yadadoh vikaunteya purushasya vipaschidaha indriyani pramathini harandi prasabham mana. Yadadoh vikaunteya purushasya vipaschidaha indriyani pramathini harandi prasabham mana. Yadadoh vikaunteya Purushasya vibhashchida indriyani pramathini harandi prasabham mana. Renuka Mataji.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yatato yat kaunteya purushasya vipashchitah indriyani pramatini prasabham manah.
Okay. Krishna. Ravi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
यततो हापि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चिता इंद्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रसभं मनः.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes, Chandra.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. यततो ह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रसभं मनः.
Right. Right. Okay. Hare Krishna. Ramya Mataji.
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. यददोह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः
Slow. Not too fast.
यददोह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इंद्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रसभं मनः. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Right. You can read the translation also.
The senses are so strong, impetuous, Arjuna, that they forcibly carry away the mind even of a human of discrimination who is endeavoring to control them.
Right. Verse 61. Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asida matparaha vashehi yasyendriyani tasya prajna pradishthidaha. Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asida matparaha vashehi yasyendriyani tasya prajna pradishthidaha. Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asida matparaha vashehi yasyendriyani tasya prajna pradishtita. Hiranyakamalaji.
Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparaha vashehi yasya indriyani tasya prajna pratishtita.
Okay. Hare Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत् मत्परः वशे हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. हरे कृष्ण.
Right. Hare Krishna. Right. Chandra.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत् मत्परः वशे हि यस्य इन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता.
Hare Krishna. Right. Ramya Mataji.
वशे हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. हरे कृष्ण.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Snigdha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. You can read both if you want, 60 and 61.
Yes. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 60 and 61, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
जततो ह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति
Rasabham manam. She's got disconnected. Yes, coming.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Okay, right. Continue.
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत् मत्परः वसेहि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता.
Right, Hare Krishna. Renukamaji, you can read the translation.
One who restrains his senses and fixes his consciousness upon me is known as a man of steady intelligence.
Yes. So Krishna gives his final verdict. Who is a person with steady intelligence? Steady intelligence, steady means sthida. Steady means sthida. Prajna means intelligence. So sthita prajna means a person with steady intelligence, whose intelligence is not flickering. It's fixed on one place. Vyavasaya miga buddhi. You remember the first verse of this section? Vyavasaya miga buddhi ekeha kurunandana. So, person who is fixed in means one who has complete control of his senses. One who has got complete control over his senses. That person is called sthita prajna, a person with steady intelligence. And how is he able to get his senses? How is he able to control his senses? This is an answer to reply to Arjuna's 4 questions, or rather, the third question. Which are the questions posed by Arjuna?
How a स्थित प्रज्ञ person speaks स्थित प्रज्ञ से क्या का भाषा
First is, what are the symptoms of a sthita prajna? What are the symptoms?
Yes.
How you can recognize person from his symptoms?
By his behavior, Prabhu.
Yes, correct. The second question is, Second question is
how he speaks.
How he speaks. Yes. Third one.
Third one is
how he controls his senses. How he yes, Renukamadaji?
How he sits and how he walks. How he sits, how does he sit and how does he walk? How does he sit and how does he walk?
Yes, how does he sit and how does he walk? Correct. And actual meaning of how does he sit means how does he control. Sitting means sit on one place, means controlling. How does he control? Control what? Control his senses. And walking means how does he engage? We can do 2 types of the senses. Either we can control it, keep it very quiet without any activity, or you can engage it, activate it in a way you can desire. So that doesn't create any problem for you. So that is called engaging. So the third question is, how does he control his senses, which is replied by Shri Krishna from verses 59, or rather, 58, 59, 60. Yada samharde chayam indriyani sarvashah. Sorry, yada samharde chayam kurmanange neva sarvashah. Indriyani indriyarthas base indriyani indriyarthebhyas tasya prajna pratishtita. How a turtle controls his senses, same way a person is able to control his senses. Person is a person who is in Krishna consciousness, one who is a devotee. He is able to control his senses very nicely, just the way a turtle is able to control his sense or withdraw its senses. limbs rather. Turtle has a special ability, unique ability to withdraw its limbs. And but the actual control doesn't mean that you're abstaining from something. Just because you are abstaining or keeping away from sense objects doesn't actually mean he has got full control over it. Krishna gives an example of a sick person. Vishya vinivartante niraharasya dehina. Person who is very sick. Sometimes he may be advised by the doctor to do some diet. Don't take such and such a food. Don't take this food. All those some restrictions may be there, and the person is able to follow that. Sick person is able to follow this, so he will not take that food which is harmful for him. But does that mean that he has lost a taste for that?
No.
Chandra, just because he has stopped eating that fruit, does it mean that he has lost a taste for it? No. No, it will not be, because his taste still remains, but because of he knows that it's not good for him, is not taking it. But the real control means you have to get over the taste also, remove the taste also, and that taste can be removed only when you develop a better taste. Only when you develop a better taste. When you experience higher taste. So there is a in our Bangalore ISKCON temple, there is a restaurant called Higher Taste. Higher Taste. You have a taste. You have so much taste for masala dosha. You like masala dosha, Chandra?
No, Prabhu.
You don't like. But you like, I think, palak paneer, no? Chapati with palak paneer. Eh?
Prabhu, I like ghee roast.
Ghee roast. Okay, right. Ghee roast you like. So you like ghee roast so much that even though ghee may be harmful for your health, you'll continue to take it. But then doctor tells you don't take ghee roast because it's harmful. Then you stop taking ghee roast because it upsets your stomach. Then how do you get out the taste? The taste remains, so ghee roast still remains. So only way you can overcome that taste is to develop another dish or another snack which is more palatable than, which is more tastier than this ghee roast. For example, masala dosha or vada or something like that. Then you'll not, that it will not bother you too much. So that is in 59. Then the control, Krishna says there are two ways you can control your senses. Either by your own effort. Okay, I will not take. No, I will not take. I very determinedly, I'll keep telling myself that I will not take. And you may be successful also for some time. But not always, not on a consistent basis. Somehow down the line, you become very anxious, tension builds up in you, and this may come out in a different way. Sometimes it may affect your mind, sometimes it may affect your health. So our own effort, it is always there is no guarantee that it will be success. So Srila Prabhupada gives an example of one great sage called Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra undertook tapasya for 60,000 years. How many years?
60,000.
60,000 years. So you may be surprised, you may be wondering how a person can live up to 60,000 years. What is our age span?
100 years, Prabhuji.
Yes, 100 years. 100 years for Kali Yuga, 100 years. But this happened in Satyuga. Satyuga, the age span of
1 lakh.
living in 1 lakh. Yes, 1 lakh. So because of 1 lakh, yeah, a person able to spend about 60,000 years for tapasya, and then says Vishwamitra was a great person. He spent 60,000 tapasya to control his senses and gather knowledge, illumination, everything. But then Menaka came, a very beautiful Apsaras from Heavenly Kingdom. She came and started dancing in front of him. Then he lost all his control. So you cannot, it simply cannot, I mean, over a sustained period, you cannot rely on your ability or your determination. That's why Krishna says, Yadadobi kaunteya purushasya vibhashchida. The person may be very determined, but the senses are so strong, so attractive, that will defeat the strong mind of a strong person. And finally, again, you'll engage yourself in sense gratification. So Srila Prabhupada gives an example of Yamunacharya, one of our very great acharya in Sri Parampara. He says, whenever I'm always remembering of Krishna, of his great pastimes, ever fresh, always fresh, every minute it's fresh. There's no stale. It's never stale. Always fresh. Keeps on coming to my mind always when I think about Krishna. And when I am contemplating Krishna and Krishna's pastimes, suppose some lusty thought comes into my mind regarding some woman, then immediately I have developed a distaste for that thought. Hi, what kind of a thought is this? Nasty thought. And then it goes away. The thought goes away. Because he has developed such a high taste of Krishna's pastimes. So he is so much attracted, relishing those pastimes of Krishna, that he has no taste for normal, having a relationship with the woman and all that, which is supposed to be the highest pleasure in our material life. In the material world, the relationship between a man and woman supposed to be the highest sense gratification. Culmination of all sense gratification ends in this contact between man and woman. But Yamunacharya has no taste for that, because he's always thinking about Krishna. Shankaracharya also advocates how to sense control self. His method is different. The first method, depending on your strength. He says, whenever you see a very nice, beautiful woman, think that this is not a beautiful woman. She's a bag of sack containing so many nasty things like blood, stool, urine, pus, flesh. So many things are packed in a very nice way. Packing is very nice, but inside is very dirty. So whenever you see a woman, keep thinking that in your mind. Keep on thinking that this is very bad thing. Actually, it's coming, although looks appears very nice outwardly, inside is very dirty. And if you keep on telling your mind about this, sometimes you may be able to control yourself. But is it really possible, practical? You see a beautiful woman, then you can you think on your mind that this is not a beautiful woman, this is only a bag of flesh, a bag, pus, urine, all that. It's not practical. It's not practical at all. This is practical, because you have developed a taste for, because that means you have to, the soul is always looking for happiness. You want to happen, you want to be joyful, you want bliss. If you just keep away from happiness, it will not work. But for us, it's very difficult to reach that level of Yamunacharya. You have to be a very great devotee first. So Srila Prabhupada gives a very in between. He says that whenever you see such a beautiful girl or something that attracts you, then think that that girl belongs to Krishna only, and she should render service to Krishna. So engage her service for Krishna. That you can do. This is a practical way how Srila Prabhupada advises us. Whenever you see something very attractive, think that she is that girl or boy or whoever it is actually a part of Krishna. And since being a part of Krishna, you have to think in terms of making her or him as a devotee and engage that person into his Krishna service. That way you'll be able to control your senses and you'll be able to do a good thing for that person. Right, Signamaji? Ravi, how do you like that? So which of the best method, which is Shankaracharya's method is good, Yamunacharya's method, or Srila Prabhupada?
Srila Prabhupada's method is the best one, Prabhuji.
Srila Prabhupada method, because he is speaking for us. He knows that we are nowhere compared to Yamunacharya. You have to develop first. You have to reach the level first. But till the time you reach the level, this is the best way rather than adopt Shankaracharya's method. Shankaracharya's method is not practical, will not work. Do you think it will work for Ravi Prabhu?
No, Prabhu, no.
Not at all. Good. So this is Srila Prabhupada. Right. So this is a way you can control your senses. And Yamunacharya is a great Acharya. I'll tell you a story about Yamunacharya. Of course, I told in the Malayalam class also. But this is a very nice story about a very great pastime of Yamunacharya. Yamunacharya, as I told you, he appeared about thousands of years back. He actually appeared in 950 AD. He is from Sri Parambara. His grandfather was a great scholar, great Pandit called Nathamuni. And his father was also a very great scholar called Ishwara Muni. But father passed away when he was very, very young. Actually, Yamunacharya was conceived in Vrindavan when Nathamuni and Ishwara Muni, they went to pilgrimage to Vrindavan along with their wives. And in the banks of Yamuna river, Yamunacharya was conceived. So that's the reason why he got the name Yamunacharya. But his father died very early. Then Nathamuni took sannyasa. So his mother and grandmother, with great difficulty, they brought him up. Yamunacharya is supposed to be, or he's as per our Vaishnava, this one, he is actually Amsha, representation of Vishnu's throne. Throne, where you sit, big throne. When kings and gods, they sit in big thrones. We sit in chairs. In Vaikunta, everything is sentient. Nothing is insentient. Everything is sentient. Everything is conscious. Chapel, dress, umbrella, sitting place, chairs, everything is sentient, conscious. So there is nothing unconscious in spiritual world. So everything is conscious because everything is there to render service to Krishna or Vishnu. So throne is also one of the conscious things. So the Yamunacharya is a amsha, a part of the throne of Vishnu. Because Krishna always sits in his heart. Suppose heart is strong, Krishna always sits in his heart. So very young age, he became a great scholar and a great devotee. So he was sent to a teacher called Bhashyacharya. Bhashyacharya was also a great renowned scholar. So he went to that Gurukula and started learning there, and he became very popular with his teacher as well as his other students, because of his brilliance, because of his beauty and everything. But at that time, there was a scholar. This happened in Madura, Pandidesh, Tamil Nadu, Madura. There was a Pandi kingdom, and Madura in Tamil Nadu, you have so many kingdoms like Chola, Chera, Pandya. So Pandya kingdom is situated in the south of Tamil Nadu, where the capital is Madura. So at that time, there was a very great scholar called Kolahala Pandita, Kolahala Pandita, Vidwajana Kolahala Pandita's name because he struck terror in the hearts of scholars, other scholars. He always challenged others for a debate, and he defeated everyone. Such was his knowledge, great knowledge. And he was very proud of his knowledge, and he started defeating others. And when you are defeated, this condition was that you have to pay a yearly tax. So he levied tax on all those persons, all those scholars he had defeated. And Bhashacharya, Yamunacharya's guru, was also one such scholar who had to pay tax to this Kolahala Pandita. And Kolahala Pandita was very pet of the Pandya kingdom also, Pandya king also. He was a jewel of his palace. So Pandya kingdom, the king was always supported Kolahala Pandita whenever he wanted something. And he became very popular. He was very influential. So what happened? Bhashacharya, because of his financial constraints, could not pay tax for 1 or 2 years. So immediately, a disciple of Kolahala Pandita came over to his house. At that time, Bhashacharya was not there. Other students have also left. Only Yamunacharya was there. So immediately, this person was very arrogant, started shouting like anything. Where is your master? Doesn't he know that he has to pay tax to my master? Why he has not paid for 2-3 years? He wants to get the wrath of king. King will be very unhappy if you don't pay tax to my guru. Then Yamunacharya asked, Prabhuji, who are you? I don't recognize you. Why you are so angry? Then he said, I am the disciple of Kolahala Pandita, Vidwajana Kolahala Pandita, who illuminates the whole South India, who defeat everyone. He's a great scholar and all that. Your master was defeated by master, and he has to pay tax, and he's not paying. So this is going to be a big problem for him. Does he want to engage in debate again? Does he want to do any debate once more? What is debate, Chandra? What do you mean debate?
Debate means what?
Debate means two persons will sit in one place and argue.
Sir, argument one is favor and one other one is oppose the same
Yes,
thing.
opposing. Yes, opposing and favoring. Some subject will be there, or then there will be debate on that.
Yes.
And formerly, this kind of debate was very, very popular. At the time of Shankaracharya, everybody wants to prove that he is a greater scholar than others. So the best way to prove that I am the great scholar is to defeat others in a debate. So Yamunacharya was very angry when he heard this, and he said that, how dare you to speak like this? You are very arrogant. Actually, your spiritual master is not at all great, because a real spiritual master teaches his student to be always humble. You are not humble. You are very arrogant, just like your spiritual master. So we don't care for your spiritual master. He's like a flea only. My spiritual master is like a lion. You are challenging my spiritual master. He will not come to a debate with a person like you. Maybe I'll come. I'm a very insignificant student. I'm very young and insignificant student also. Now, I am capable of debating with your spiritual master. Why do you want my spiritual master to come? So like that way he talked back. He was very smart. And this person, that disciple of Kolahala Pandita, was very upset, and he went back to palace and narrated everything what had happened. So king and Kolahala Pandita, actually they were amused. It's like, this is a small boy. What is his age? 10 years, 11 years. Yeah. Because of his age only, he's speaking like this way. But he should be reprimanded for, he's not very good, because he doesn't have respect for great scholars. So king, he asked his soldier, you come over here, you ask Yamunacharya, is he really serious about having a debate with Kolahala Pandita? If he's not very serious, then you'll be punished, because unnecessarily you are challenged, great scholar. You cannot do that. So you go and verify, you go and find out. So the soldier went to Yamunacharya again and asked, "Are you serious?" Yamunacharya, "Yes, of course. Definitely, I'll come. I'm going to come. But then, when I'm coming, you should bring a palak. Palak means what? What is palak? English is called palanquin. What is palak? People carry, when previous days, when kings and queens and used to travel, they used to be carried in a palanquin. You will find in some museums. In Trichu Museum, there is a palanquin of Kochi Maharaj. Very nice wood, very nice sculpturing, beautiful things to see. Of course, I've seen about 50 years back, not recently. So, Yamunacharya said, if you want to come, bring a palanquin and sufficient number of people to carry me, because I'm going to have a debate with a great scholar and I should have the equal respect. If not, you can ask Kolahala Pandit to come over to my ashram. So the soldier went back and informed, this is what he says. He is very serious. He'll come, but he has to be carried in a palanquin. King said, okay, what he said is just. He said, right, he has got a point. So he sent 100 foot soldiers as well as a palanquin. At that time, Bhashyacharya came. Bhashyacharya was very upset when he heard this. Oh, my dear boy, what you had done? Do you know who this Kolahala Pandit is? Everybody is so afraid of him. He can destroy anyone within minutes. Such is his knowledge. He is like a poisonous snake who has been trampled upon. Unnecessarily, you put a fight with this person. Now I don't know what is going to happen. King will be very angry. So Yamunacharya said, my dear Guru, please do not worry. With your blessings, I can go and defeat him. You just bless me and I'll take care of that. So saying that, he came, when he got into a palanquin and he started for the palace. By that time, so many people, news has flashed like anything. So this Kolahala Pandit was not very popular. So everybody wanted to see him defeated. So when they heard that very small boy of 10 years, he has challenged Kolahala Pandita, so many thousands and thousands of people came and started supporting Yamunacharya. So Yamunacharya reached the palace. At that time, king and queen was having an argument. King said that just like a cat plays with a mouse, this Kolahala Pandit will play this small boy and he'll defeat him very easily. The queen said, no. Just like a cotton mountain. He may be like a mountain, but it's like cotton. The cotton mountain can be burnt to ashes by a spark of fire. And Yamunacharya, the small boy, is like a spark. So there was a debate, and then king said that, okay, if Yamunacharya wins, I'll give him half of my kingdom. So Yamunacharya came, reached the palace, and he paid obeisance to the king and queen, and he was offered a seat opposite to Kolahala Pandita. And then they started the debate. So to begin with, Kolahala Pandita asked some few simple questions, but very easily Yamunacharya answered them. Then he asked, giving harder ones, tougher ones, and very tough ones, very stiff ones. But whatever questions this Kolahala Pandita was asking, Yamunacharya answered within seconds, immediately, very easily, without any effort. Kolahala Pandit was thunderstruck. This is the first time somebody is answering him very easily. So many debates he has conducted, but this is a small boy of 10 years. Just how like he's answering like this? Everybody was amazed. How can such a knowledge come to such a small young boy? And then Yamunacharya said, see, my dear sir, please do not think that I, because of small size, I'm not a scholar. If size is a criterion, then a big ox is a greater scholar than you. So Kolahala Pandit wins, and he said, okay, what you said is right. Okay, now I'll stop listening. Now you can ask me some questions. Okay, I'll answer you. So Yamunacharya said, my dear sir, I'm not going to ask you any questions. I had just put forward 3 statements. If you can refute the statements, then I'll accept defeat. Okay, come here. Give me the statements. Let me see what is the statement, your great statement you're talking about. So Yamunacharya said that your mother was not barren. What do you mean barren?
The land without any plantation.
Child, one who cannot give birth. A woman who is not able to give birth to children, that woman is called barren. Vandhya in Sanskrit called Vandhya. So barren. So the question, his statement was that your mother was not barren. So you refute it. How can you refute it? That my mother is barren. How can it be my mother's barren? Because I'm his child, I'm his son. I'm the son of my mother. So how can I say that my mother is barren? So he was totally confused. His face dropped. Then he started looking this way and that way. His faces became red also. He cannot answer. This is the first time the Pandita became speechless. He was so eloquent when he was replying. Normally when he replies, he was very eloquent. He quote verses after verses in some scriptures to establish his point. But now he is not able to answer anything. So after a few minutes, Yamunacharya said, so you are not able to refute. Okay, this is my second statement. What is your second statement? The king sitting in front of you is very irreligious. So I'll say is religious, is very religious. So what does that mean? How we can refute? Yamunacharya says that, my dear scholar, the king sitting in front of you is very, very religious. Refute it. Can Pandita refute it? Because then he has to say that king is very religious. Then he loses his head if you see his head. Again, Pandita became very speechless. He started sweating. What do you call? Darkness entered his eyes. He was not able to see anything. He became very perplexed, silent, and his supporters became also very silent. And the supporters of Yamunacharya started, hey, hi, jai, 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 jai. And after some time, then Yamunacharya said, okay, this is my third statement. Third statement is that the queen sitting in front of you is very chaste. You're getting his point, Ravi?
Yes,
Are you
Prabhu, getting
understanding? Yeah, you're getting
Prabhu.
no. So he said that the queen is sitting in front of you and she's very chaste. You refute it. Then Pandita lost all his control, started shouting, you stupid small boy, you are able to gag my mouth, I admit, but then you are offending the king and the queen. And offending the king and queen like this way you get capital punishment. You'll be punished like anything. Now you have said something, now you refute it now. Otherwise, if you are not able to refute it, then I ensure that the king gives you a death sentence. So I started shouting like him. Then others said, no, because you are not able to refute, doesn't mean that you can speak this way. Yamunacharya, he was only given statement. He doesn't have to refute. You have to refute. Then there was a big pantomime, people shouting. And then Yamunacharya said, okay, be silent. I'll refute it. I'll refute each of my statement. Then he said, what was the first statement? What was the first statement?
His mother was barren.
Mother is barren. So he says, quoting from Manusmriti, he said that suppose a woman has given birth only to one child, she is supposed to be, she is considered to be a barren. If you have got only one child, then it's considered to be barren. Of course, nowadays most of the women has got only one maximum, 1 or 2. But previously, and as per our scriptures, as per Manusmriti, a woman is having only one child, she is actually considered to be barren. So everybody was stuck about such a knowledge from Manisklidi. So what is the second statement there?
The king is very religious.
The king is very religious. Then he started quoting like that. In Shastra says that when the prajas conduct very good yajnas, 1/6 of this piety will go to king only. And same way, suppose they are indulging in religious activities, 1/6 of the sin of each and every praja will go to the king. Because he is supposed to protect his praja, his citizens. If he is not able to do that, then 1/6 of that person's sinful activities will come to him only. This is a rule. And Yamuna says, because now this is Kali Yuga, people are always religious. Even if you train them nicely also, still they will not be religious. They will be religious only. So they will be doing religious activities. So 1/6 of these religious activities will accrue to king. Then king also will be religious. He cannot be religious. How do you like that, Ravi?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu.
Very, very, very sharp, intelligent person. Huh? Yamunacharya, 10 years old, he is quoting from Manuspati.
Yes.
Then what is the third statement?
Queen is chaste.
The queen is very chaste.
Yes.
Queen is very chaste. Then again, he quotes from Manuspati, say that actually king represents 8 demigods. King is not a single person. King represents 8 demigods like Agni, Vayu, Indra, Surya, Soma, Kuvera, Varuna, and Yama. These are the 8 demigods. Actually, the king represents 8 demigods. So, if king is actually 8 persons, and if woman is married to 8 persons, how she can be called a chaste? So that way, single-handedly, Yamunacharya, 10-year boy, defeated this Kolahala, and everyone was very happy. And king actually, as per his promise, handed him over half the kingdom. So Yamunacharya became a king. He ruled the king. He ruled like a king for so many years. Then he later became a devotee. That is the second part is coming later. So he went to, after that, he went to Sri Lanka. He became a servitor of Ranganath Swami. And his disciple is Ramanujacharya. So coming to the next verse, the second way of control. First control is our own effort, which will fail. The second one is Tani Sarvani Samyamya Yukta Asida Matparaha. You can have perfect control of your senses only when you are situated in me, when you accept me as supreme. Matpara means accept me as supreme. That means become my devotee. Yukta Asida. See, Asida, the question is Kim Asida. Kim Asida. Now Krishna says Yukta Asida. This is a perfect way of control. Yukta means perfect, fit. You can have control, perfect control over your senses only when your senses are engaged in the service of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada quotes from Srimad Bhagavatam of Ambarish Maharaja, how he exercised perfect control of his senses by engaging all his senses in Krishna service. Chandra Vijay said was, Save Mana Krishna Padara Vindayo. What is the function of the mind?
Prabhu, I don't know the words.
Function of mind is keep the mind, lotus feet of Krishna always in your mind. Keep the lotus feet of Krishna in your mind. Krishna Padam. Krishna Mad Padara Vindayo. Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vindayo. Then what are the words used? How you should use your words? How you use your words? By singing some cinema songs?
By Kirtan.
Yes? Yes, correct. Yes. Talking about the pastimes of Krishna. Talking about pastimes of Krishna. Krishna Katha. Speaking Krishna Katha. What is a use for hands? What is the use for hands?
Doing
Wash the
puja
feet.
for
Yes, making garlands for Krishna, or you can go and clean that Krishna's temple. Srila Prabhupada used to do that when he was in Radha Damodar temple. Every day morning 2 o'clock he'll get up and completely wash, completely sweep the temple and wash it also. Every day morning 2 o'clock. So Marjana Avyo means cleaning the temple with his hands. And then what is ears for? What is the use of ears? Yes, hearing what Krishna's Kirtan, Krishna Kada, Krishna Kirtan. Yes, and then what are the eyes? What about the eyes?
Sri Krishna.
See the beautiful form of Krishna. See the beautiful form of Krishna. That is why that's why you should have the eyes. Your eyes should be used only to see the. That's why morning you get up. The first sight you see, you go to a temple, you go to your where you keep that Krishna's picture or deity, whatever it is. Look at that first. Without looking at anything, first you look at Krishna only. Then that day will be very nice. In Vishu day, Vishu you do that, no? Once a year, Vishu Kani you see, no? You getting morning, you get up, you close your eyes.
Yes,
You do that, Chandra? Yes, you do that. No, you don't look at the. Your mother will ask you, okay, calm, close your eyes. You'll put your hands on your face, on your eyes, then lead you to that altar, make you sit down, then ask you, okay, now you open your eyes. Then the first thing, what do you see?
Krishna.
Yes, Krishna. Then so many decorations, so many nice things offered for Krishna. So that gives you a lot of pleasure, no? When we are a very child, no, we look forward to that Vishu Kani. It gives you so much happiness. So that is eyes are used for looking for Krishna. And what about the touch? Sense of touch?
Puja.
Not puja. Touch means you have to touch something, no? And Amrita said, by embracing the devotee of Krishna.
Krishna's feet.
Yeah, okay, Krishna's feet actually what? Okay, Krishna is not actually there. It's a deity is there. You can touch Krishna's feet, but you can touch instead of Krishna's, you can touch your deities, Krishna's devotee. Like, Prabhus and Maharajas, they embrace each other. No, when you see in satsang, they're very happy to see each other. And the Prabhus embrace each other, and Maharajas also embrace. Do you have such kind of satsang, Sindhamaji? Risa? This happens, no? On Sunday when you go to satsang, you're very happy to see. Very happy to see this, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is the best sense of touch. You can also embrace other people also, but that will not give you that much pleasure. Sometimes people embrace dogs also. I've seen so many people embracing dogs and cats. Actually, revolting. That's actually sight is actually revolting. But I know some people love it. They embrace the dogs, embrace the cats.
Prabhuji, because it is Kali Yuga, no, all the reverse things are happening.
So we are more interested in dog service than God service. Anyway, people who love animal lovers, when they hear this, no, they'll get very angry. What's wrong in embracing dogs? They'll ask. Dogs is such a nice thing, very faithful, all this, a friend of man. Arguments will go like that. So what about nose?
Smell the flowers.
Yes, flowers, smell the flowers. Yes.
Smell offered flowers.
Yes, offered flowers. To smell the offered flowers. Then what about taste?
Prasad.
Yes, prasadam.
Prasada's taste.
Yes, eat prasadam. In the verse, it is called tulsi leaves. Okay, tulsi leaves are actually in prasadam only. So eat prasadam. You can use your taste for eating prasadam. And then what about legs.
You go to temples separately.
Yes, go to temples. Go to temples. Go to Parikrama, Vrindavan. When you go to Vrindavan, we do Vrindavan Parikrama, Govardhan Parikrama. You can still come with us if you want. We are leaving on 31st October. And there will be Vrindavan Parikrama will be there, Govardhan Parikrama will be there. We will be going to so many temples by walk. Then what about the head? Head should be used for paying obeisance to Krishna. On the feet of Krishna, lotus feet of Krishna, you put your head there. That's obeisance. Then what about kama? Lust. Lust also should be used for service of Krishna. Kamam tu dasya na tu kama kami. So the best way of using lust, as per Prabhupada, just like when you see something, you use lust for the service of Krishna. Yes, Chandra? Right. This is the way you render service. And when you engage each and every sense of your body, the 10, 11 senses in Krishna service, your senses are complete control, perfect control. This is the way you control the senses. Right? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any questions, Chandra? Hare Krishna. Anything you want to say?
No, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay, Ravi, you can render Nasim Kirtan.
Yes, Prabhu. Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlad Daine Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Shilatan Kanakalaye Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha Bahe Narsimha Hirdaye Narsimha Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye Shavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubingam Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha. Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Ugram Viro Mahavishnam Jwalantam Sarvamam Narasimham Vishnam Bhadram Mrityum Mrityum Namamiham Ugram Viro Mahavishnam Jwalantam Sarvamam Narasimham Vishnam Bhadram Mrityum Mrityum Namamiham Shri Narasimha Jai Narasimha Jai Jai Shri Narasimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Vringa Shri Narasimha Jai Narasimha Jai Jai Shri Narasimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Vringa
Siddha Bhakti Vinanashikari Shri Narasimha Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Vaishnava Bhakti Shresth Bada Maharaj ki Vancha Kalpadruvescha Kripa Sindhu Devacha
Paratanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namo
Nanda Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Charidas Thakur ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Go Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol.